needs to be a little bit more active and a little bit more consistent himself. And so we're hopping on board with the players here. First we have INTZ, the Brazilian team. Steel, this man has been rocking both sniper and rifle quite often. He's been very consistent for them. He's been above average consistently, and this man Gunners, he's the one I want to see. He's the one that needs to step up and show a little bit more as their backup player. We've seen a lot from backup players in this tournament, like Cybercore's Turtle. And this guy has been a monster. He has been on fire.
Yeah.
But this is the man that INTZ relies on. This is their leader. This is the heart of the team, AFC. If his mentality gets shattered or he gets down on himself, he starts to get down on the other players in the team instead of leading them, or he becomes quiet, which is even worse, and they lose direction.
Yeah, and he seems to make mistakes as well. We've seen him get quite aggressive, maybe unnecessarily, and it does definitely play against him a little bit, I think. INTZ, a very interesting team. They usually don't run that sniper rifle from what we've seen, but they can pick it up from time to time.
Yeah, they switch out on their snipers. They don't run a consistent one all the time. MXM, you'll see him on sniper sometimes. And he can be fairly consistent sniping, or he can just be atrocious. This guy is so all over the map, and they need him to come out big. If this guy shows up, and he shows up in his top form, they won't lose. He can carry the team by himself, but a lot of times he doesn't show up. So I feel it's on the rest of the team to continue to perform and other players to step up, so he doesn't have to be the insane monster. He doesn't have to be the #1.
Yeah, and we do see Steel on screen there, the Brazilian flag draped around his neck. See Gunners, he's got a new hairdo, looking quite spiffy, if I do say so myself.
Frosted tips like the Brazilian casters over here.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get a chance, please go check out the Brazilian stream, because they're looking smick right now. They're looking so sexy, I've got to say.
So we have AFC. We really need his mentality to carry on. He needs to lead his team. These guys all look up to him. They follow his lead. If he gets down on himself, if he falls behind and he starts to become quiet or angry at his teammates, they're gonna fall apart.
Yeah, and MXM1, a very key player, also known as Max, our Brazilian. Brazilian casters have given us permission to call him Max. Should it get too difficult to say MXM1 in the middle of the heated battle that we're about to see. So we didn't get to mention that the third map is actually Black Widow of the three. So we've got Subbase, Mexico, and then of course Black Widow as the third decider. As we go into the player profiles of Pacific.Macta, please take us through these ones, Legend.
All right, so on Pacific.Macta, as we were talking about them a little bit more before we went into INTZ Bio, this guy is the one who choked that round against Hong Kong. And honestly, as their order player, you would expect him to understand that situation and use his smarts and game knowledge to realize if I wait one more second, he has zero chance to win the round. ZYK and Cram, these two are the duo. These guys go together.
Really brutal.
They're excellent players. They work off each other extremely well. And then this guy has been nuts. He's been, honestly, behind MP, he's been the #2 sniper in this tournament from what I've seen.
Yeah, I think so. He's gotten so many opening picks, and Ultra Paul, like we said, he does manage to get a few consistent frags here and there. Just a solid 5th player for Pacific.Macta.
You can't say he's doing bad, but you can't say he's doing great either. He's just there.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need that out of your players, but if you want to be the best, you need everyone to be the best. So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Bio, ZYK, Cram, and Revenge, they've all had really strong showings so far, I would say. They've all had like almost 1 round single-handedly, and you've got to give them credit for that. Bio looking quite stern there, completely serious.
Looking very focused.
Yeah.
Most of this team's looking very serious. No smiles into the cameras this time. You've seen them be pretty happy. There we go. There's a little bit of the confidence, but they look either serious or nervous. I'm not sure which, but that man right there, Cram, he's their cocksure player. He's the one that challenged and threw that huge lead versus INTZ. He's the one that started the downfall by pushing that long
a few
A-hole.
misplays. Maybe just speaking to his youth a little bit there.
Maybe.
Revenge, this guy, absolute beast with that sniper rifle. Can't wait to see him. And that's a very important point to make, actually. You know, he's a dedicated sniper. INTZ, they don't have a dedicated sniper, so he's not really going to have much competition up against him, really.
Yeah, and his sniping was opening a lot of those B pushes against Carbon, and 15OL was not challenging him well enough.
Yeah.
15OL was not shutting him down on those B pushes, and that really lost the map for Carbon versus Pacific.Macta. So as we jump into the sub-base, this map is one we've seen quite often over the weekend, and this A push is the bread and butter of this map for most teams, but we saw Macta have a lot more success with the B push over the A. The only time they had an A successful push versus Carbon was when Superman was hanging back too far. Other than that, that 3v5 final round that they closed it out on, 2 members got picked right away by Superman, but they rotated back to B, and Bio got that huge 3-piece that clinched the game for them.
Yeah, and that was just absolutely insane. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Pacific.Macta's B play on this map, which is a little unconventional from what we've seen, a little unusual, but they do it so well, splitting through that middle passage that is so rarely used, and through the 2 B entrances, you know, having a three-way attack onto that B side, a 3-way crossfire, as you see these paths to B. Tell me about this server room here, Legend.
I'm really interested to see if INTZ pushes into the server room.
Yeah.
They showed it versus Groovy Gaming way back on day 1, and it's a disrespect play, but also it worked for Carbon against Pacific.Macta the one time Carbon did it. So I expect INTZ to have watched those games and seen Pacific.Macta strats. I don't think they're going to let them get that far up B push. They're not going to let them push out of server rooms. They're definitely going to challenge that. If INTZ hopes to win, they should. When they're on global risk, they need to shut down Pacific.Macta's B push because their A push is not as strong.
All right, it looks like we're going into the match now. Pacific.Macta versus INTZ for the 3rd place decider match here at the CROSSFIRE Stars 2015 Grand Finals. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into it. INTZ starting out on that aggressive side, and here we go. We're getting into it now. It looks like they're just going to get another quite slow setup, just going to feel out the pace of the map. Revenge already boosted up into these vents, and there's the opening frag. Takes down MXN1. Great opening from Revenge. What we've come to expect from him in this tournament. Great to see.
Yeah, I feel like they picked that up from 15OL on Carbon. He was doing that to them quite a few rounds, and it's not surprising to see, like, hey, we got a great sniper too in Revenge. Why don't we just do that with him as well?
Yeah, it's quite difficult actually to boost someone up into those vents. We saw F15OL actually having quite a lot of trouble, but hold that thought here as INTZ, they're going to push straight into this A-box line. They get to firefight with Cram. DD takes quite a bit of damage before Cram backs away. Now it's really questionable. INTZ not really sure what to do. It looks like they are going to back their way out of here as the rotates have come in from Pacific.Macta. This might catch Pacific.Macta off guard, but no, Revenge is holding them back now. INTZ are locked into this site. It's going to be very difficult for them to make this work, but they actually smoke Revenge off. A very nice smoke here, and this might do some work for them. AFC is just going to take this fight with Bayo. Very aggressive from AFC, all by himself, and Bayo wins that fight. 2 up now for Revenge, as DD manages, DD, huge frag, getting that frag onto Bayo. Revenge does answer back on a steal though, and now Gunners and DD are left alone in this 2v4.
I don't feel like DD and Gunners have much of a chance here. Dida is very good player. He can get 2 kills and even this up by himself, but I feel they don't have enough time to rotate back to B, so they're going to need to get some picks. As Gunners takes down ZYK, it is now 2v3. They are rotating back through middle. They do not have enough time to do this. They need to push A.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to push into this stack with Cram and Revenge set up here, ready and waiting. Cram takes down Dede, and Gunners goes down as well. 2K for Cram, as we... Beautiful round there by Pacific.Macta as we just see someone axing the corpses of INTZ. No respect here. This is a great start to this game.
Solid defense there by Pacific.Macta, especially Revenge with that sniper locking down that hallway. That's what the snipers need to do on this map, and I'm hoping INTZ has an answer for that. Maybe someone can bust out the sniper and challenge him. But Revenge has been on point with getting picks, so that might not be the greatest idea.
Oh, we actually see AFC there opening up onto ZYK. Great opening frag, exactly what INTZ needed coming into the 2nd round. That's going to set, this is going to change the pace of the round and maybe put Pacific.Macta back on their back foot, as INTZ is still playing quite passive, just feeling out what's exactly going on here and how Pacific.Macta are set up before they choose how to execute.
I feel like they might try to do a pinch attack on A here instead of a 4-man stack. It worked a little bit better for them on sub-base, and they've shown this strat quite often. So I wouldn't expect that Pacific.Macta would not know it's coming as Bayo picks off AFC. So now it's back down to a 4v4, and they do the 4-man stack, so we'll see how this works out for them.
Yeah, INTZ pushing in here onto Pacific.Macta. Cram, he's alone in this side. He's taking a fight. He's getting shot from all directions. MXM takes him down. Bio now, he's got to do a lot of work to do. He takes down Steve, takes down Diddy. MXM1 does kill Revenge in the back, but Bio staying alive by the skin of his teeth. 2v2 now. It looks like INTZ might be able to get this bomb down, and they might be able to close this round down, as this bomb site is quite difficult to retake.
We see Aldrin Paul getting in a battle with Gunners. MXM is going to take... Oh! Aldrin Paul with the 2-piece. Great shots by him. Poor teamwork from INTZ there. I feel like they should have taken him down in that 2v1 situation right there, and they would have had the round as Bio was very low, but Aldrin Paul stepping up. Well, that's what we said we needed from him, and he chose a round for Pacific.Macta right there.
Absolutely great to see from Aldrin Paul. Buzz Aldrin, as I like to call him. INTZ and Pacific.Macta now. Pacific.Macta up 2-0 in this match on the more favored side in Revenge. Great opening pick onto AFC. Exactly what we've come to expect from him. Very difficult now for the Brazilians. It looks like they're really struggling to get into this map so far. It is, of course, Pacific.Macta's pick. INTZ still got, you know, it is a best of 3. We've got to bear that in mind. They've got Mexico in their back pocket.
Yeah, and this isn't a bad map for INTZ. This is really a map that they feel it was one of their best maps too. So I would expect them to pick it up a little bit. It is a Global Risk favored map very slightly, I would say.
Yeah.
It's pretty even though. It's not a super favored Global Risk map. It's harder to push into B than A, but it's also harder for Global Risk to take back A if A gets taken.
And we do see INTZ moving in here, but Revenge again. Another pick onto Dini. Aldrin Paul gets steal as well. Now Gunners and trying to trade him out, but no, Aldrin Paul is having none of it. MXM1 trying to get this fight out. Gunners onto Aldrin Paul, takes him down. And ZYK does manage to reply before MXM1 replies back onto him, and there Bio just cleans him up. Great, another convincing round from Pacific.Macta. INTZ looking a little discombobulated, a bit uncoordinated, just unable to close out that round or even get onto the bomb site convincingly.
Yeah, they've only been onto the bomb site on A once, and they didn't even get the bomb down before losing that 2v2. And we're really looking for them to be a little bit more coherent. They're not working together as a team very well right now.
Yeah, that's what we've come to expect really from INTZ. They are quite a good team when things are going in their favor. It's when they get into these tough situations that they seem to struggle to make the right decisions and seem to maybe just have their timings off by split seconds.
But we have seen this. This is the story of Pacific.Macta's tournament. Strong starts and then failing at the end. And we need to see if they can hold it together. We are worried about their mentality. They're like, wow, we're up 3-0. Maybe we go up 5-0, maybe we go up 6-0, and then they start falling apart. Yeah,
Pacific.Macta, they do seem to have the reputation now of maybe getting a little too confident a little too early and thinking the game is won when it's still all to play for. We do see Revenge. He does spot AFC actually sneaking past his crosshair. Very close move by AFC as they all trade back and forth. And there we see Revenge open up onto Dede again. MXM1 does trade him out though. Great trade by MXM1. Very important to get down Revenge there. And trade back on, you know, the reply there. Cram, though, takes down Gunners, getting a little too aggressive towards A. Before his teammates can come and back him up, Cram's going to be able to get away here and get into a better position while his teammates come to support him. And now INTZ in a very difficult situation. It looks like they are going to choose to rotate back to B. And I think this is the right play considering the circumstances, but a bit of another, just more poor play from INTZ. Moving in a little too quick there, a little too separated.
Yeah, they weren't working together very well there, and the two of them goes down and puts them into a 3v4 situation. Luckily, MXM did answer onto Revenge, and we're going to have to see if they can pull off this B push, which Pacific.Macta is showing that they're very good at. As AFC takes down Aldrin Paul with the headshot, even if up to a 3v3,
he's got a lot of work to do here. He does take down AFC, Bio onto steal, and now it's all MXM1. He goes down to Bio as well. Huge fracture from Bio. Pacific.Macta looking very strong, opening out onto this map. INTZ got a lot of work to do, I think.
Yeah, we're going to see where they're pushing. None of their pushes have worked. Their B push, their A push have both been shut down, and as MXM takes some damage to start the round.
It looks like
they're doing a very fast A push.
Yeah, very fast A push here. DD takes down Crab. Great opening frag by DD as they push into the side. Steal and MXM getting a kill apiece. Steal with a second. And now it's Aldrin Paul left alone, scratching his head, wondering what the hell happened. His whole team is dead. He does manage to answer back onto Dede, but now it's a 4v1. Can he do this? I don't think so. This is going to be so difficult. The bomb is planted. and they're just going to rush him down. MXM1 with his second kill. Great round from INTZ, changing up the pace, catching Pacific.Macta completely off guard.
What a ballsy play by INTZ there, just rushing all 4 in. It looks like they might be doing it again. Nah, they're going to play back. They're going to stick to the guns. As Revenge picks off Gunners, this guy has been instrumental for putting his team in advantageous positions. It's incredible, this whole tournament.
Yeah, he's got some really interesting lines that he seems to hold, and he's just so quick on that trigger. As we see AFC take down Algebra. Algebra playing a little aggressive there towards the server room. AFC more than happy to punish him for that, and evening it up 4-4 now as INTZ slowly gather information on where to take that bomb.
I feel like they're going to do an A pinch here. It's not very clear right now with their setup. They could rotate back to B, of course. ZYK and Revenge are holding down B, and the two-man team of Bio and Cram are holding down A. We've seen them both work together very well, and I am pretty confident that they're going to try for the A push again, as they've had more success than the B pushes.
Yeah, it does look like they are going to try and take the fight here with Cram. Bio is there to support him. He does try and run away, but no, Diddy catches him off guard, takes him out. Now it's a 4v3. Bio does answer back onto AFC. Now it's a 3v3. Bio with a second onto Dede, and now it's a 2v3. In favor of Pacific.Macta. Still does manage to get one back before he's traded out. Now MXM1 with all to play for in a 1v2. He does get one, but no! Bio shuts him down. Great teamwork from Pacific.Macta, pushing together, getting those trade frags. And Bio, great opening frags there.
Understanding that he did have a sniper there and he could only fire one shot and take down one of them. They both jumped out together. Very good teamwork for them to close out the round. And very close for INTZ. They feel like they could have taken that one.
Yeah, you know, Pacific.Macta, they had to rotate very quickly to support Cram there. Cram playing it smart, backing off. Even though he did go down, he did buy some time for his team as a Revenge again. Take it down MXM1. And MXM1, he did have that sniper as well, as trying to challenge, but no, Revenge shutting him down. Dede taking down Bio. Bio playing quite aggressive there. Maybe big questionable play. Cram trying to trade him out. Dede's, you know, got to be careful here. ZYK on the other side of the map takes down 2 AFC and Dede. Aldrin Paul takes down Steel as well. Now Gunner's left alone. Very aggressive play from Pacific.Macta, changing the pace again, showing they've got more tricks in their bag as well.
As they take the 6-1 lead, this is very rough hole for INTZ right now. They are not playing so great together. Bio's got the most kills on his team, but I feel like Revenge's 7 kills have been more instrumental in his team's success so far. Getting the man advantage almost every single round is just ridiculous.
Yeah, Bio, the order player for Pacific.Macta actually, and he's leading by example, getting those frags very consistently, but you're right, Revenge seems to open the round up of Pacific.Macta, and then the rest of the players close it out with consistent fragging and, you know, playing with that numbers advantage. INTZ now going back to this passive play, and the only thing that's worked for them has been that aggressive push, and we see Bio pushing up here, trying to get some information. Very aggressive from Bio. Got to wonder if this is going to work for him. Dede seems to have a sense that maybe Bio is just waiting to come around that corner. You can see him looking there. Cram playing quite aggressive as well, so maybe Bio getting ready to support Cram if he needs it. While INTZ do the slow push with AFC on that sniper into B. INTZ, a very interesting team in that they don't have a dedicated sniper. Oh, AFC taking down ZYK. Great opening frag. Nelly, blink and you'll miss it. That was a very key frag as they're moving towards B now, but there's still 2 B players on Pacific.Macta's side.
We're looking for INTZ to try the B push. That B push where AFC just got the pick is what Pacific.Macta does. As Bio takes down Dede, as you called out over there, that was an interesting fight. And Bio seems to have Dede's number in that fight, even though he got him last round. Revenge takes down the AFC.
Oh.
Revenge with 2 on MXM as Steel answers.
Yeah, and now Steel's left alone in a 1v3. He does manage to get 2 back before Bio shuts him out. Bio and Revenge, this 2-man team for Pacific.Macta, absolutely shutting down INTZ in this match as they go up 7-1.
Yeah, this is looking really rough for INTZ. They need to get this round to bring it to 7-2. Going down 8-1 is a very unenviable position for INTZ. I don't know how their confidence is doing right now, but it can't be too high.
And we see this fast push again into A. Revenge, Bio, and Cram much more prepared for this. Cram with a double kill. They take him down, and the double from Bio as well. Thought that was Cram, they got it for a second, but no, Bio too quick. Wow, INTZ can't be happy about that. 8-1 down on the half. They are going into the more favored half now, but slip at all. 2 rounds, and Pacific.Macta is going to take this first map almost perfectly. You can see they look quite dejected there.
Yeah,
in the
so
booth.
far Macta is proving that they are the better team, and they're like, hey, that was a fluke. We're going to crush you guys right now. And wow, it's on AFC's shoulders to bring his team back into it. None of them are talking right now. They're all silent. I feel like he needs to pick them up. Be like, guys, we got this. Don't worry about it. Come on, step it up. You see all their faces. None of them are having anything to say.
Yeah.
They all look down. Someone needs to be in there giving them energy right now.
And we see actually, wow, Pacific.Macta straight into this beast, into this A side. Revenge and Aldrin Paul opening it up, wasting no time. They want this map over as quickly as possible to get onto Mexico. And now Pacific.Macta have the bomb side with all 5 players. Bio picks up Gunners. This is going to be so hard for INTZ to do. I don't think they can do this in a 2v5 retake on the hardest side. So NYK takes down Steel and Bio cleans him up. Perfect round for Pacific.Macta, not losing a single man.
Back-to-back 5-0 rounds for Pacific.Macta. INTZ is in tatters right now. I don't see them pulling back at all. There's no chance.
Yeah, I got to ask you, Legend, what do you think is the better tact here? Do INTZ try and grind this out, try and get back into it, or do they say, look, guys, this wasn't our map. It's okay. We've still got 2 in the bag. We can be the better team on Mexico and Black Widow?
I feel they should try and prolong it as long as possible and discuss what their plan is for Mexico. As ZYK takes down Dida and Revenge takes down AFC, it looks like that's not going to happen. And we're going to get into the Mexico pretty soon here. As Revenge with the absolutely disgusting kill on Steel, and MXM answers on the Bio. Gunners takes down Revenge, though.
Yeah,
now it's
great
a 3v2 situation.
Yeah, great trades coming back from INTZ, keeping them in this round. Pacific.Macta maybe getting a little too ahead of themselves now, but they do have this bomb side, so it's going to be really hard for them to retake this. It does look like Gunners and MXM are going to try and flank here. It's going to be quite difficult, I think. Aldrin Paul is aware of it now. Yes, he does take some fight. Oh, no, MXM1 does take him down. Now it's a 2v2. They might be able to do this if they go together. The bomb has gone down, so that clock is ticking away. Gunners takes the fight with ZYK. Doesn't get the frag, though. ZYK more than happy to back off to a better angle. Takes him down with that sniper rifle. And then he tries to take that Gunners as well, but no, Gunners trades him out. It's now a 1v1. He's only got 20 seconds left to get this side. Get Cram. He's holding the line now. Gunners is just gonna push in. I don't think he has enough time to do this. Cram, all he has to do is play the bomb and he's fine. He's gonna check in just a second. Gunners, he's tried going for the defuse. He does get the kill.
He does get the kill.
And he's gonna get the defuse. Whoa. Actually a really strong round there from INTZ. I thought they were out, but very close indeed.
Well, they have life still, and honestly, they should play all these rounds out. Even if they lose this map, they have more time to discuss what's going to happen on Mexico. They have time to regroup, get some confidence back. You never want to just throw the map away. You can either use it to talk about the next map, or you can use the time to regroup. As Dida takes down Revenge.
Great opening frag there from INTZ, showing it's not all over just yet. They're going to make Pacific.Macta work for it a little bit. It's going to be interesting. You said before, Pacific.Macta, they can throw a lead away. This might be the biggest comeback we've seen in the tournament to date. If INTZ can do this, it would be very interesting. I don't think they can, but hey, I'm all for it. Bring it on. Let's go.
That would be a worse collapse than the 5-0 almost, being up 9-1 and not being able to close it out.
Yeah,
I feel as AFC takes down Aldrin Paul and puts his team up into a 5v3 situation, that Pacific.Macta's confidence is going to be lost from being up 9-1 if they take this out to like a 10-7 or a 10-8 or a 10-6. That would be really bad for them. ZYK takes down the AFC, and now it's the 4v3 situation.
Yeah, very interesting to see ZYK pick up that sniper. As we see Bio pushing in, pushing Gunners back. He's got to fall back to it with his teammates. They've still got the number advantage, INTZ. So wherever Pacific.Macta choose to go, it's going to be a harder fight for them. It looks like they're going to try some kind of split or maybe a fake, trying to lure these players away. ZYK trying to split onto the B side. He does take the shot, but misses and falls back to a more passive position. There's still a minute left on the clock. Lots of time for Pacific.Macta to work with. MXM1 takes down Bio. The Gunners takes down ZYK. Now Crab's all alone. He's taking this fight with Steel. He does manage to get the kill. Steel going quite aggressive there. Maybe a questionable play, but when he's got 3 players left, it's all good. And Didi finishes off the round. Didi finishes off the round there for INTZ. Now, looks like they might come back into this. Pacific.Macta are up 9-3.
Yeah, they're giving INTZ more confidence by letting this drag out. I feel like Pacific.Macta, this is an issue with this team. They don't know how to step on opponents when they're down. They don't know how to finish them off, and they've shown this time and time again that they are not the greatest team as Steel takes down ZYK. Again, another opening kill for INTZ against Macta. They're letting them build their confidence back up, giving them time to talk about what's going to happen on Mexico if it does end in Pacific.Macta's favor early.
Yeah, we see MXM1 there. He did jump and spot Revenge in those vents, and he just chooses to smoke him off, delaying that. And I like that play. He's not going to risk that peak again, giving Revenge that opening to get back into this round for his team. It's not going to give INTZ the advantage, as Pacific.Macta slowly try and work out what to do. They only need one round to close this out, but if INTZ manage to bring this back to a draw, that's going to be absolutely insane, and I can't wait to see it. Let's see what they can do. Revenge now sniping up down this corridor through the fence, and Algin Paul and Cram backing out. It looks like it will be some kind of A play, or maybe a split onto B through that middle corridor, but I think MXM1, you know, playing around that vents room, he's ready for this, and it's going to be really difficult for Pacific.Macta to take these fights. But here we go, Revenge just creeping up onto MX1's position. This is going to be really important. And Algin Paul actually takes him down with the AK as he comes around the corner. 4v4 now, as Algin Paul pushes up. He takes the fight, takes down AFC as well. This might be Pacific.Macta's round. This has got Algin Paul with a third onto Gunners. Huge frags from Algin Paul. Taking down 3 players in a row, bringing his team back in this, and Crab takes out Dede. It's all falling apart for INTZ. Pacific.Macta with the slow play up through middle. Algin Paul picking them apart. Great frags from him. And now Steel is going down as well. That's it. Pacific.Macta with the first map. Very nice to see indeed.
And Algin Paul there, stepping up for his team. That's what we've asked out of him. We said, hey, I want to see you do a little bit more. You've been playing good, you've been playing consistent, but I want to see you step it up into the next level. I want to see you.
Okay, and so that's the end of the first map now, and it looks like we will be going into the second.